So I usually do not go ahead and sort of understand certain things that happen nowadays when it comes to content creators. I see a lot of content creators doing things that get themselves hurt. I see content creators that do things that show themselves in a negative light. And then sometimes I see content creators end up doing something to themselves that is negative. Now, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, there is a TikToker known as the Inquisitor. He was usually used to, spreading, positive ideas, playing guitar, cosplaying as Ghost and everything. And with that, he ended up committing self deletion on a live stream because he was accused of SA. If you don't know what that is, by all means, through TikTok standards, you would get it. Um, it's very, very weird to me because of the fact that the people that caused it were people that were accusing him of something absolutely heinous, and it got to a point where people don't get it and people don't understand how much that is very detrimental to someone in real life. Those type of accusations can cause someone to be looked at in a different light, negatively especially. Could be, could cause them to lose a job, cause them to lose their family, cause them to lose a lot of instances in life, and cause them to have to register or cause them to even go to jail. And those type of accusations were made from someone who was apparently video editing for him, and he cut ties with that person. And with him cutting ties with that person's partner, who they were with, went ahead and caused the issues of giving those false accusations, her and her partner. Now, with that caused him to go out of spiral and cause, self deletion on a live on his TikTok. Now, it's very, very sad, very, very sad that the TikTok community is down this type of rabbit hole. There is certain things that are extremely bad. The plethora of lives that literally go ahead and put up, political ideas and all these political topics where they get all this type of attention, and actual content creators like this good guy, the Inquisitor, barely sometimes get like any type of a like or any type of hearts or any type of even donations or even sharing of his videos. But he actually had a good following, a great following. Some people who do similar things like him don't do that. It's very sad how someone this nice can go to a point where they reach that point and they have to go ahead and self-delete. And mind you that people were watching this, and people were seeing this, and people were shocked and at one point scared, to a point where people had to break into his house and find him to go ahead and see if he's okay. And then they found him, in his home with no life in his eyes. And that's the only way I can really properly say it, because I can't say the real things on TikTok because they'll go ahead and give you a deadline or a strike. And it's very sad how a person who is positive in this world, who wants to bring a good message, who loves things like Call of Duty and loves the character Ghost, does cosplay, and in the process people have to go ahead and make these accusations to a point where this type of situation happens. And when we question if this is actually true or if this is a lie or not, some people look at us like we're wrong for actually questioning these accusations or wanting proof of these accusations, because of the simple fact that now situations like this happen, and situations like innocent people get sent to jail, or innocent people go ahead and get certain punishments off of them, to a point where they can't even live their own personal lives, or they end up ending it like this TikToker did. And it's very, very sad that, the community stoops down to a certain level, even people who you work with stoop down to a certain level where they go to, you know, a TikToker, and then he gets plethora of harassment. He gets plethora of like certain things done to him. Even his family members go ahead and get plethoras of like, you know, harassment and, you know, constant messages here and there, and it's nothing done about it. It's nothing done about it. It makes me scared as a content creator because I do a YouTube channel. I promote my YouTube and do like slight like shorts or like, you know, do videos for my YouTube, and it's very, 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 very sad that even on YouTube I have to be very, very careful. It's very, very sad that, you know, people have to go through this route to cause trauma or cause drama to a man's life because of a certain situation, and then make false accusations. The guy was 23 years old, still young. 23. Not even 1/3 into his life, almost 1/3 into his life. And it's very sad. It's very sad that now people go through this. And it makes me just wonder, like, should I even be on TikTok? I already removed myself from Twitch because of literally things that they were doing to, you know, streamers. How streamers were going ahead and doing the negative. How streamers were doing constantly like wrong things to get views. And that's why I don't even belong on Kick. That's why I don't even go on Kick. I stay on YouTube. But then you get people on TikTok now, especially, that cause this situation, now make me understand why people try to stay off this app and why people are very, very cautious on this app. It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. And then when you try to go ahead and get proof on the situation, people demonize you because you want to get the truth out of this, instead of just being like, oh, you know what, you're siding with the other guy, you're blaming the victim. This is exactly what happens when you don't find proof of something and an allegation goes completely off the handle to a point where somebody does something like this when they commit self-deletion. For the people that caused all this issue, for the people that went ahead and caused all these allegations towards this individual, shame on you. Shame on you. And it's just very, very sad that a kid went ahead. He's technically a young man, 23. It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad that it led to that. It led to that type of situation, and people, you know, putting it on TikTok, but then at one point, this type of news does not make it on any other platform. So if I make this on a platform, I want you guys to go ahead and, because I'm going to post this both on YouTube and on TikTok, please understand this. Okay? Because people do not understand how dangerous it is. Making false accusations can lead to many dangerous outcomes, especially like this. And I say this, if you get as low as possible where you try to decide to commit self-deletion, do me a favor. Don't do it. Look for help. Call someone. Talk to someone. If you know someone who deals with that, give them a helping hand. Give them a shoulder to cry upon. Literally give him some type of help. Talk to them. There is nothing wrong with looking for help. There is nothing wrong for admitting that you're feeling low. There's nothing wrong that, you know, that you're admitting that you feel like you want to do this and do that. Or there is nothing wrong for going to someone for help. There is no shame in that. For a content creator, I say this to other content creators, please be careful out there. You know, mind that a lot of people do care about you. A lot of people do understand. A lot of people do want you to go ahead and be safe and love what you're doing and keep positive. But as community for TikTok, Even for like, any type of social media like Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Twitter. We need to do a lot better. We need to do way better. We need to be way better.